Hey everyone, Dan and Leslie back. Nope. Airball. Hey everyone, Dan and Leslie back for another Disney dining review.
All right, we are going for brunch again. I love brunch.
I do love brunch, and I love that it is almost noon this time, so it's not like we just woke up.
Yes, I actually have had some coffee, so I feel alive and functioning and all of those things. We are headed over to Wine Bar George at Disney Springs.
We have done a dining review here before, and it is good, but the focus is definitely on the wine, the food. We enjoyed, but also we like just going here and having like charcuterie or whatever.
Yeah.
But we have never done brunch here before, and I'm really excited to try it.
Yeah, so as far as like starters go, the starters are very much like stuff you can get on the lunch dinner menu. It's like hummus and salad, crispy mac and cheese bites, olives. But they have, and then of course you can do the charcuterie and all of that for brunch time. But the main plates, they have a fried chicken biscuit that's served with grits. They have steak and eggs, pastrami smoked salmon, fluffy buttermilk pancakes. They do have their burrata on the menu, sausage gravy and biscuits. I love me some biscuits and gravy. A wine country omelet and a shakshuka.
What?
A shakshuka is a coddled egg, bacon, spinach, and grilled ciabatta.
Bacon
Shakshuka.
shakshuka. Okay, pretty comprehensive brunch menu.
Yeah. So the only thing, so I peeked at like the specialty beverages, and I didn't see any special beverages for brunch on the digital menu. So it was like the first one on the list is the old fashioned, and I thought, well, that's a way to kick off a day.
No. I mean, I love me an old fashioned, and I've had the old fashioned at Wine Bar George, and it is good, but just no.
But I didn't see like a Bloody Mary or anything like that. So I don't know if maybe just what's on the online menu is different, so we'll have to see.
Okay, so this was one that even though we do have to work today and we are gonna go for a run walk, I was actually going to get, if they had specialty brunch beverages, I was gonna get one to report on it. So we'll see if they don't have specialty brunch beverages, say that 5 times fast, then we won't get any adult beverages. If they do, then it just depends what it is, I guess.
Yeah.
And if it sounds good, then we'll get it and report back on that too. Are you ready to go do brunch at Wine Bar George?
I want one of everything.
Great. Let's do this. Alright, we have arrived. This place is actually really, really cool. The decor is fantastic. It's a little bit rustic, kind of like wine country, trattoria type feel. They don't do specialty beverages for brunch. There was one specialty beverage that they normally do that also kind of fits the lunch vibe, so Leslie got that. I just got a regular coffee, and it's actually pretty fantastic. What'd you get?
I got the Brascata Mimosa made with Dole Whip pineapple. So it has Moscato, pineapple, I think she said vodka, and it's topped with Prosecco to make it a mimosa. So, oh my God, that is so good and refreshing. It is like next level mimosa. I really, really enjoy that. That is done very well.
They actually have 8 specialty entrees or mains for brunch here, and they all looked phenomenal. We could not decide, so we ended up getting 3. That's all we could narrow it down to. We got the pastrami smoked salmon, which is basically like smoked salmon and cream cheese on bagels. Then we got the buttermilk fried chicken biscuit, which looks incredible. And then finally, we got the burrata, which originally, when Leslie was looking at the menu at home, we thought the burrata was going to be the same thing as their normal burrata, but it is not. It is like avocado toast with burrata on top of it. I cannot wait to try all of this amazing looking food.
I don't even know where to start. I guess I'll start with the thing that's closest to me, which is the buttermilk biscuit. First, I'm going to try these grits because, wow, they look good. Those grits are fantastic.
fantastic. They're creamy, they're smooth, they've got a lot of flavor in them. I would say that I enjoy the Chef Art Smith's grits a little better, just a little bit, just because it's that thicker grit, right? Let's try this chicken. All right, that's good. All right, I got a little bit of egg, a little bit of chicken, and a little bit of biscuit. This is gonna be a large bite, so don't look. Very tasty. The biscuit is nice and soft. The chicken, I would have liked it to be a little crispier, but all of it together has a very nice flavor. That's a nice dish.
I am going for the smoked salmon on the bagel with the cream cheese. This is one of my favorite breakfasts ever, actually, so this looks fantastic. Super fresh. The pastrami seasoning on that salmon elevates it to a new level. Like, I love smoked salmon with bagels and cream cheese. You got the capers on there and the onions. That's all great, but that pastrami seasoning is really, really good on there. Bagel is super soft, cream cheese is nice, not too cold, and like sometimes it's like too cold and you just like it doesn't work. That's fantastic.
I mean, you have burrata, you have some yummy bacon, you've got avocado, you've got tomatoes, and you've got ciabatta bread. Yes to all of it. This is such a like light and refreshing, feels healthy dish. All right, we're gonna eat as much as we can, take the rest home for Jennings, and we will finish this up at home.
All right, we are back.
Before we get into this brunch, if you are looking to plan your next magical vacation, please reach out to us over at Fantastical Vacations. We plan Disney destinations, Universal cruise lines, and all-inclusive resorts.
This brunch was actually really, really good. I was not expecting the depth of offerings here, just because like I feel like their mains during their normal course of business is not just like, it's mainly focused on the wine, right? It's Wine Bar George. Now they have like different charcuterie boards and apps, and they do have mains, but that's never been their like main focus. Now I will say before we even get to the end of this that this is not our favorite brunch in Disney Springs, but it's definitely a contender for a very good brunch, and it is easy to get. Like, we actually had to move brunch from next weekend to this weekend. That was done very easily, and we could find it kind of last minute.
Ambiance and theming. So, you know, whenever we first got there, let's see, our brunch reservation was at like 11:45, but it was pretty empty whenever we first got there. I guess they probably opened at 11, I'm assuming, maybe 10:30, I don't know, but it was pretty empty. And it was really nice noise level whenever we got there, obviously, because there wasn't a lot of people. And then the hordes of people arrived.
The hordes descended on the place. By the time we left, every single table in that restaurant, at least our room, was full.
Yes.
And it was loud.
Very
it was a
loud.
combination of people talking and the background music and the fact that there are no soft goods in that room whatsoever. So sound waves just bounce all over sound waves, and it's like,
so that brings it down for us, like the rating piece of it. However, you have outdoor options. There is like a small just balcony area with, I don't know, probably 10 tables scattered amongst there. That's very nice. There's also multiple rooms, an upstairs, downstairs. There is a window that if you just wanted to grab like a drink of some kind, you can do that from there. That really kind of increase the level. Now, as far as theming goes, we thought it's super cute. I mean, it's just, it feels very like rusticy, winey.
The theming kind of elevates it a little bit, but just it being so loud in there with that ambiance just kind of brings it back down. But multiple bars, the outdoor walk-up option, like you said, was really good. So we kind of combined the two, lower kind of like just noise level, but higher theming and options. So we said overall, that gets a 4.
Service. Okay, so our server was great. She was lovely. She gave some great recommendations. She checked on us often, refilled our waters, but also wasn't like overly so, you know, where we could actually enjoy brunch and talk, and, you know, she wasn't overly intrusive, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, she was lovely, so we gave her a 4.
Important to note that George, as in Wine Bar George, like the restaurateur that owns and operates the place, he was there. I think that's really cool. Like, we've never been into like
cool.
Chef Art Smiths and seen Chef Art Smith. Like, and from what I understand, George is there quite a bit. He's a Master Sommelier. We we weren't ordering wine. We didn't talk to him
We
about it.
should have.
I think, I mean, didn't want a bottle of wine, but I mean, I think if you're like ordering, like you actually, like obviously the staff knows about wine, but I think he'll come over and like tell you about wine and stuff if you want him to. Anyway, I passed him a couple of times. I got up and went to the restroom, just coming to the table. I passed him and was like, hey, how's it going? And he was friendly, and that's kind of cool.
That's super cool. Yeah, it's kind of a nice elevated touch, I feel like.
Okay, drinks. I got a coffee, so I'm gonna let you take this one.
All right, I got the Froscato Mimosa with Dole Whip pineapple. And
That's a mouthful.
I wasn't sure if it was gonna be like more of like a Dole Whip consistency, like a, just
Thick?
like thick, but it wasn't. It was thicker for sure, but it was more like a
It's like a frozen margarita type of thing.
yeah,
It was
it was
frosty.
Yeah, it was more frosty, and but oh my gosh, I mean, it was dangerously good. Like you had like the perks of a Dole Whip, making you feel very Disney-ish with a little bit of Prosecco and Moscato, and I
then
think
some
she
punch
said
of a
vodka.
vodka. Yeah. The pineapple, the fruitiness of that Dole Whip pairs really, really well with
Yeah.
that fruitiness in the Prosecco, and it like I had a sip of it. It was quite dangerous, honestly.
It was really good.
Now, it wasn't a brunch specific drink. They do have this throughout the day, but it was the only drink that they had that kind of went with brunch. So we felt like might as well try it.
They
right?
did have like an espresso martini, so that would have gone well as as well. But that didn't sound good to me. But anyway, so we kind of based our score off of that drink itself, but also just knowing the other beverages that we've had here and their extensive wine list and experience. And so we gave drinks a 4.
Let's talk about the food. The food was quite good, but just not kind of like to that elevated level that just makes it great. So we got 3 different things. My favorite thing was the smoked salmon on the bagels.
Yeah.
I love a good like lox cream cheese bagel breakfast. I just think it's really, really good. It's like just that perfect blend of flavors and creaminess, and they did it really, really well. My favorite thing of the 3 dishes, and that pastrami seasoning really set off the flavor of that smoked salmon. That for me was close to a 5. Like that was done really, really well.
Now that one, and that's funny because I like that as an item to eat, but it's not my favorite thing in the world, and I don't usually gravitate towards that. But that was fantastic. So I agree, it's probably close to a 5. The other thing we got was the buttermilk fried chicken biscuit. Did I say that right? Fried chicken buttermilk biscuit, whatever it is. Anyway, the sauce on top of it was really, really good. The chicken was not crispy enough, in my opinion. It
was cooked well.
Yeah.
Just wasn't the skin was not crispy.
And the biscuit was good. It was cooked well as well. And the grits were fine. So we kind of thought that was kind of more like a 4. And then the burrata was really tasty. It probably could have used a little bit more seasoning on it.
Need some salt.
And my best bites were if I paired it with one of the little tomatoes, like that had the most seasoning out in the whole dish. And so the ciabatta bread pieces were a little too tough for me. Like I was like really having to like work. So I finally just decided, forget it, I don't need the bread.
It was like an avocado toast with the burrata on it. The burrata was good, but the avocado toast could have used an improvement. So like, they basically just cut an avocado in half, and it was just like half an avocado. Like it wasn't even really sliced. I mean, it was
sliced.
It was kind of sliced, but like when I would cut into it, it was like a chunk off of that.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like thinly sliced and like. So I would have rather had like an avocado toast where it's more like a guacamole, where they make like an avocado mixture.
Or like at least like mush it up a little bit more,
something.
right?
Anyway, so it wasn't the best consistency because you're getting like this chunk of avocado that's not like softened up, and it was I don't know, it was a ripe avocado, but it wasn't like soft ripe. It was like just turned green ripe.
Yeah.
All that to say, that was probably my least favorite dish.
Yeah, and that one was probably more of a 3.5. So we settled on a 4 overall for food.
So if you add all that up and divide by 4, it is a 4, which I think is honestly right on. So our favorite brunch in Disney Springs so far, I think we have at least one more left, maybe a couple, is definitely Boathouse. It is phenomenal. Then right under Boathouse, almost as good, you've got Raglan Road and Chef Art Smith's, which are neck and neck, like kind of equal to us in that second place position. And then under that is kind of like where the City Works and the Wine Bar Georges of the world kind of reside. So I wouldn't say this would be my number one choice. Definitely not my number one choice, but also still a good option. Like it's still a 4. Like it's still a really good meal.
Yeah, and it's nice to kind of change it up every once in a while and do something a little different. So, and if Wine Bar George is a favorite of yours, I'm sure that you will probably love it.
Absolutely. Like, I'm not mad at all.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm quite pleased. All right, well, if you are liking these videos, please hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss the next one.
And we will see you on the next video.